In every relationship, whether it's romantic, familial, or a deep friendship, there's one rule that stands above all others. It's simple, yet incredibly powerful. If followed, it can transform any bond, ensuring that it remains healthy, supportive, and loving. So, what is this number one rule? The number one rule for a healthy relationship is communication. It's easy to assume that healthy relationships just happen. That two people who care for each other will automatically understand one another without saying a word. But real, lasting connections thrive when both people feel heard, understood, and valued. And that's where communication comes in. Think about it. When we feel misunderstood, it can lead to frustration, resentment, and distance. On the other hand, when we communicate well, it strengthens our connection, deepens our bond, and creates a sense of trust. Healthy communication helps us navigate life's ups and downs, keeping relationships resilient. But what does healthy communication actually look like? It's not about just talking, it's about active listening and honest sharing. In a healthy relationship, both people make an effort to understand each other's thoughts, feelings, and needs. It means speaking openly about your desires, your fears, and even your mistakes, without fear of judgment. This openness cultivates a space where both people feel valued, heard, and respected. And just as importantly, it means creating a safe space where both partners can share their emotions freely, without fear of anger, dismissal, or resentment. But it's not always easy. Sometimes, we find ourselves holding back, afraid that the other person won't understand. Or maybe we avoid difficult conversations because we fear conflict. But in the long run, avoiding communication can do more harm than good. Healthy communication involves the courage to be vulnerable, to say the hard things, and to listen with an open heart. It requires patience, empathy, and a willingness to hear things we might not always want to hear. But it's this very act of vulnerability that strengthens relationships and brings partners closer. When we communicate with compassion and empathy, we build trust. We show the other person that we're truly there for them. And that trust becomes the foundation of a healthy relationship, one where both people feel secure, supported, and safe. But communication isn't just about speaking your truth, it's also about listening. Not just hearing, but truly listening to the other person's words, body language, and feelings behind what's being said. Active listening is more than just waiting for your turn to speak. It's about being fully present in the moment, tuning into the other person's needs, and asking questions when you don't fully understand. It's about acknowledging the feelings behind their words and offering validation. It's about not interrupting, but instead giving space for the other person to express themselves completely before you respond. Pausing before answering allows us to gather our thoughts, reflect, and offer a more thoughtful, supportive response. Healthy communication also involves resolving conflict with care. Disagreements are natural. What matters is how we handle them. Avoiding blame, focusing on the issue rather than attacking each other personally, and working together toward a solution are all key components of conflict resolution. In any relationship, apologies are inevitable. When you communicate effectively, a simple, "I'm sorry," can go a long way. The willingness to admit when we're wrong and the ability to forgive are essential for growth and healing in relationships. Sometimes, communication isn't just about face-to-face conversations. Writing down your thoughts, using text messages, or expressing your feelings through small gestures can also make a huge impact in keeping the connection strong. Whether it's a letter, a thoughtful text, or simply sharing a smile, these actions speak volumes. Healthy relationships are built on many things: trust, respect, and love, to name a few. But the number one rule? It's communication. Without it, even the strongest bonds can falter. So, the next time you're in a conversation with someone you care about, remember, it's not just about talking. It's about being open, listening with empathy, and creating a space where both of you can grow together. That's how we nurture the relationships that matter most. Remember, communication isn't just a tool, it's the heart of a healthy relationship.